I'm Vernon Taylor. I worked as restaurant chef in Oklahoma. Saturday evening when I came home, FBI agents were waiting for me. They said I was taken into Urgent Witness Protection Program and was on Cosa Nostra family's revenge list. They claimed I had leaked their financial records to FBI, but I knew nothing about mafia or accounting matters. They said they took wrong Vernon Hayes, but there was no turning back. I moved to Nevada, got new identity. 2 weeks later my new neighbors started asking strange questions, and unknown vehicles were parking in front of my house. What I didn't understand at this point was whether this mistake was really coincidence and why this program couldn't protect me. I was 32 years old and worked as head chef at Golden Fork Restaurant in Oklahoma City. I had been working at the same restaurant for 10 years. I had an ordinary life. I woke up at 6 in the morning, worked until 10 in the evening, came home and watched television. I had friends, neighbors, a routine life. That Saturday evening, October 15th, I had left a bit early than usual. There was a special event at the restaurant and extra staff had been called. I was home at 7:30. When I put the key in the door, I noticed sounds coming from inside. The TV wasn't on. Nobody should have been home. When I opened the door, 2 men in suits were standing in my living room. Vernon Taylor? Yes, I'm Vernon. Who are you? How did you get in? The taller man took his badge from his pocket. Agent Johnson, FBI. This is Agent Williams. We need to talk to you urgently. My heart started racing. What was FBI doing in my house? About what? Mr. Taylor, we're including you in Urgent Witness Protection Program. Your life is in danger. What? This is impossible. I haven't done anything. Agent Williams took a paper from the file. Records show you leaked Cosa Nostra family's financial transactions to FBI. This is nonsense. I'm a chef at a restaurant. I have nothing to do with mafia. Mr. Taylor, this is very serious. Vincent Torino family has put a bounty on your head. I had heard the name Vincent Torino, mafia leader who appeared in newspapers. But what could he have to do with me? Gentlemen, there's a mistake. I don't know accounting. I don't know financial transactions. I just cook food. Agent Johnson shook his head. Unfortunately, your name is in the records. But there's a problem. What problem? We should have targeted someone named Vernon Hayes. There was identity confusion. Then release me, find the right person. Too late. Torino family is after you. There's no turning back now. This seemed like madness. They had taken the wrong person but couldn't release me. What do I need to do? You have things to pack tonight. Tomorrow morning, new identity and new city. I can't leave my job, my house, my friends. Mr. Taylor, alternative is your death. Torino family doesn't forgive. That night I couldn't sleep at all. I packed very few belongings. I was trying to fit my 10-year life into one suitcase. Next morning Agent Johnson and Williams came. They gave me new identity documents. Your name is now William Anderson. You live in Las Vegas, Nevada. What job will I do in Las Vegas? You'll work as chef at Sunrise Grill. Everything is arranged. What about Vernon Hayes? The real target. That's our problem. You just focus on staying safe. On the plane to Las Vegas, my mind was confused. How could this happen so fast? Yesterday I was a normal chef. Today I was in Witness Protection Program. The apartment in Las Vegas was small but clean. Sunrise Grill restaurant chain was close to center, a good place. The job was easy, not different from my old job. First week, everything was normal. I was trying to get used to William Anderson identity. My neighbors were friendly. My colleagues at work were nice. Second week, strange things started happening. My neighbor, Mrs. Patterson, stopped me in the corridor. "William, have you ever lived in Oklahoma before?" "No, I've always lived in Nevada." "Strange, because you have Oklahoma in your accent." This was alarming. I was having trouble hiding my identity. Then apartment manager, Mr. Rodriguez, came. "William, there are people looking for you. They say they're your old friends." "What did they say?" "They didn't give names. They asked for your address. I didn't give it, of course." "Who could be looking for me?" "FBI. Torino family." Third week, returning from work, I saw a black car in front of my house. 2 men were sitting inside, watching me. Next day they were there again. Fifth day, one of them got out of the car and approached me. "William Anderson?" "Yes." "FBI agent Davis. We need to talk to you." "Where are Agent Johnson and Williams?" "I don't know them. We're from different unit." This seemed strange. Why different agents? "Why are you here?" Situation changed. "Torino family found you." "This is impossible. Nobody knows me." "Unfortunately they do. You need to move tonight." Again. It hadn't even been 2 weeks. "Where to?" "Arizona, Phoenix. New identity, new job." This time I was more suspicious. "Can I see your ID?" Agent Davis showed his badge. It seemed real, but I couldn't be sure. "Pack your things. We move tomorrow." That night I thought, this was developing too fast. Moving twice in 2 weeks wasn't normal. Next morning Agent Davis came. He gave me my new identity documents. "You're now James Miller. You'll work at Blue Star Diner in Phoenix." Going to Phoenix, questions in my mind were increasing. How did this program work? Why was I constantly being found? The house in Phoenix was smaller. Blue Star Diner was also an older place. But the most important difference was my neighbor's behavior. First day, my next-door neighbor, Mr. Thompson, came. "James, welcome. Where are you coming from?" "From Nevada." "Ah, Las Vegas?" "Yes." "Beautiful city. I go there often." "Which neighborhood did you live in?" I knew I shouldn't answer such questions. "Downtown." "Which street?" "I don't remember exactly." I saw suspicion in Mr. Thompson's eyes. Second day, my back neighbor, Mrs. Garcia, came. "James, you look very young. How old are you?" 33. "Are you single?" "Married." "Single. Did you leave your family in Las Vegas?" "I have no family." These questions weren't normal neighborliness. They were too specific. Third day, returning from work, the phone was ringing. "James Miller." "Yes." "We know you, Vernon Taylor." My heartbeat accelerated. They knew my real name. Wrong number. No, right number. Vernon Taylor from Oklahoma City. "What do you want?" "Just to talk." "We know you're very mistaken." The line went dead. This was terrible. They knew both my real identity and phone number. Next day I called Agent Davis. The number he gave was unreachable. I called FBI's central number. "I want to speak with Agent Davis." "From which unit?" "Witness Protection Program." "Mr. Miller, we have no Agent Davis in our Witness Protection Program." This was impossible. Agent Davis had talked to me, given identification. Agent Johnson and Agent Williams? I can't find them in our records either. At this point, I started to understand the horrible truth. The FBI agents who talked to me weren't real. But then who were they? And why were they deceiving me? That evening, I started researching. I searched for the name Vernon Hayes on internet. I found someone named Vernon Hayes in Oklahoma City. Accountant. He had really leaked Torino family's financial transactions to FBI. But that person had died 3 months ago. Car accident. This was very strange. If real Vernon Hayes was dead, why were they looking for me? I researched more about Torino family. Vincent Torino was really a mafia leader. But he had also died 6 months ago. Heart attack in federal prison. Both Vernon Hayes and Vincent Torino were dead. So was this whole story fake? Next day, I went to Phoenix Library. I examined old newspapers. I found Vernon Hayes' death news. Accountant Vernon Hayes died in traffic accident. He was cooperating with FBI giving information about organized crime. I also found Vincent Torino's death news. Mafia leader Vincent Torino died in federal prison. Torino family disbanded. Members arrested. In this case, why were they targeting me? Both threats were eliminated, and I was the wrong person. That evening, while sitting at home, the door was knocked. Mrs. Garcia was standing there. "James, can I ask you a favor?" "Sure." "My computer broke down. Can I use your computer?" "To check email." It was a strange request, but I couldn't refuse. Mrs. Garcia opened email on my computer. But what caught my attention was that she typed very fast. Not like an elderly neighbor, like a professional. I couldn't see the screen, but from keyboard sounds she was writing a long message. 5 minutes later she finished. "Thank you, James. You were very helpful." After Mrs. Garcia left, I checked computer history. She had deleted, but I could recover. I was shocked. The message she sent was, "Target confirmed at Phoenix location. Identity James Miller established. Subject unaware of operation. Requesting next phase instructions." Mrs. Garcia was watching me and reporting to someone. At this point, everything changed. Neighbors, agents, nobody was real. But why? I was an ordinary chef. That night I did deeper research. I found the accounting firm Vernon Hayes worked at. Palmer and Amp, Associates CPA. I examined the firm's website. Vernon Hayes' photo was there. He didn't look like me at all. Older, different appearance. But I noticed something strange. In Vernon Hayes' obituary it said when he died, he was working on a big case. Not just Torino family, other things too. I tried to find Vernon Hayes' last project. I couldn't access FBI records, but I found information from local news. Vernon Hayes, before Torino family, was trying to expose corrupt federal agents. About corrupt agents inside FBI. This was a very different story. Vernon Hayes wasn't just exposing mafia, but also corrupt agents in FBI. Now everything started making sense. The FBI agents who talked to me weren't real. They were corrupt agents. They had killed Vernon Hayes, but were looking for his records. By targeting me, they were trying to access Vernon Hayes' records. But I knew nothing, just because we had similar names. Now I knew what I needed to do. I needed to go to real FBI. Next morning, I went to Phoenix FBI office. I want to meet with Agent Sarah Mitchell. About what? Corrupt FBI agents and fake witness protection program. Half-hour later I met with Agent Mitchell. Mr. Miller, explain your situation. I told everything from beginning to end. Fake agents, identity confusion, my Vernon Hayes research. Agent Mitchell took notes. Mr. Miller, this is very serious. If what you say is true, it's federal crime. How can we prove it? Do you have contact with fake agents? I gave Agent Davis's number. It was unreachable, but Agent Mitchell had technical unit trace it. This number is disposable phone. But we did location tracking. They were calling from Oklahoma City. Are there corrupt agents in Oklahoma? We'll investigate. But first we need to keep you safe. Real Witness Protection Program. But I don't know anything. Maybe you know but aren't aware. Vernon Hayes might have had contact with you before his death. I thought. I had never known Vernon Hayes. But, wait. 6 months ago, a strange customer had come to the restaurant. Elderly man, looked very nervous. He had asked me questions. Questions like, how is living in Oklahoma? Is it safe? Then, when leaving, he had given me his business card. He said, if you ever have problems, call this number. I hadn't thrown the card away, kept it in my wallet. I told Agent Mitchell, do you still have that card? I took it out of my wallet. Vernon Hayes, CPA, Palmer and Amp, Associates. This was Vernon Hayes' card. Agent Mitchell got excited. This is very important. Vernon Hayes made contact with you. But why? Maybe he stored information in a safe place, using your name. This was terrible. If Vernon Hayes had stored information using my name, corrupt agents were looking for it. What kind of information could it be? About corrupt network in FBI. Names, accounts, evidence. Agent Mitchell called her team. A very big operation was being launched. Mr. Miller, will you cooperate with us? What do I need to do? We need to contact fake agents and trap them. It seemed risky, but there was no other option. Agent Mitchell equipped me with wire. I would call fake Agent Davis. Agent Davis? This is James Miller. I feel I'm in danger. Why? My neighbors are asking strange questions. Maybe Torino family found me. We're coming. We'll move you somewhere else. 2 hours later Agent Davis and another man came. Real FBI agents waited nearby secretly. James, pack up. This time more secure place. Where to? You're returning to Oklahoma. Safest place. Oklahoma. This seemed strange. Why were they returning me to original place? We got in the car. Real FBI agents followed. Halfway the fake agents stopped. James, we need to ask you something. What? Did Vernon Hayes leave anything with you? File, USB, anything? No, I don't know Vernon Hayes. But he gave you his card. How did they know this? I had only told Agent Mitchell. I had just taken the card out of courtesy. Vernon Hayes prepared very important files before dying. Where are these files? I don't know. At this point real FBI agents intervened. FBI. Hands up. Fake Agent Davis and his partner tried to draw guns but were surrounded. Who are you? I asked Davis. Agent Marcus Webb, Oklahoma FBI. But corrupt. Agent Daniel Forster, the other one. Agent Mitchell came. "Mr. Miller, this operation is completed. These men have been searching for a long time. FBI found a lot on fake agents' computers. Corrupt agent network, money laundering, even Vernon Hayes' murder." "Did they kill Vernon Hayes?" "Yes. Not car accident, murder." "So why did they target me?" Agent Mitchell showed the file. "Vernon Hayes really used your name. He opened a secret bank account under Vernon Taylor name." "What?" "Secret account under Vernon Taylor name. Contains all evidence about FBI corruption." This was incredible. Vernon Hayes had used my name for security. Corrupt agents were looking for this account. "How can we access the account?" "Vernon Hayes' card has secret code. Written microscopically." FBI technical unit examined the card. There really was a secret code. In that account was complete list of corruption network in FBI, money flows, evidence, everything. Agent Webb and Agent Foster's gang was very big. 20 FBI agents, 5 prosecutors, 3 judges were involved. All were arrested. Media came out with huge news. Biggest corruption scandal inside FBI solved. My story also came out. Ordinary chef solved FBI corruption. Vernon Hayes was posthumously declared hero. He was a real hero. Agent Mitchell came to me. "Mr. Taylor, you served your country greatly. I was just trying to survive. But Vernon Hayes' plan worked. He thought a lot when choosing your name." "Why did he choose me?" "Because you're ordinary, trustworthy person. Nobody would suspect. FBI gave me award. They also offered real witness protection program." "Not necessary. Now corrupt agents are arrested. I'm safe." I returned to Oklahoma City. Golden Fork Restaurant took me back. I returned to my normal life. But now I was different. I had become someone who fought against corruption. I visited Vernon Hayes' grave. "Vernon, your plan worked. Corrupt agents were caught. Now rest in peace." On the gravestone it said, "Vernon Hayes, 1975 to 2023. A real hero. Gave his life for justice." FBI made this event case study and started training new agents. How to detect corruption, how to protect innocent civilians. Agent Mitchell and I are still in contact. Sometimes they call me for consultation on similar cases. "Mr. Taylor, this experience changed you." "Yes. Now I understand how important justice is. Today I'm a normal chef, but I have a special past. The man who solved FBI corruption network. Vernon Hayes will never be forgotten. He was a real hero. I was just part of his plan." Fake Agent Webb and Forster got 25 years prison sentence. Other corrupt agents got various sentences. FBI developed new protocols against corruption. Now such things are much harder. I continue living in Oklahoma City. I work at Golden Fork Restaurant. I look ordinary but lived an extraordinary life. Justice sometimes comes from unexpected places. Vernon Hayes showed this. I became part of it too. I learned how important individual struggle against corrupt systems is. Ordinary people can also make big differences. This event showed me that being at right place at right time isn't destiny, it's choice. Vernon Hayes made right choice. So did I. FBI corruption network was completely cleaned. Vernon Hayes' death wasn't in vain. Justice prevailed.